North Korea has fired a suspected intercontinental ballistic missile again. This comes just a day after it launched a smaller missile and warned of fiercer military responses to the US for boosting its security presence in the region. Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said the missile is believed to have fallen into the country's exclusive economic zone. Kishida called the launch absolutely unacceptable. There are no reports of damage to ships or aircraft so far. Talking to the press in Bangkok, Kishida said Japan, the US and South Korea must coordinate closely to work towards complete denuclearization of North Korea. Japanese officials later said the missile had sufficient range to reach US mainland.
北朝鮮が弾道ミサイルを発射し、北海道の西側の我が国 EEZ 内に着弾したものと思われます。北朝鮮に対しましては当然のことながら厳重に抗議を行ったところであります。北朝鮮はこれまでにない頻度で挑発行動を繰り返しています。断じて容認することができないということを改めて強く申し上げます。
Japanese Defense Minister said the latest missile was capable of flying as far as 15,000 kilometers. Officials said the missile flew to an altitude of about 6,000 kilometers with a range of 1,000 kilometers before landing in the sea roughly 200 kilometers west of Oshima Island in Hokkaido. Australian Prime Minister Albanese called out North Korea, saying that it is a rogue state and that it needs to stop its aggression. The United States has also condemned the missile launch. A White House release statement strongly condemning North Korea for its test of a long-range ballistic missile. The statement called the launch a brazen violation of multiple UN Security Council resolutions, adding that it needlessly raises tensions and risks, destabilizing the security situation in the region. The exclusive economic zone extends up to 200 nautical miles from Japan's coastline, beyond the limits of its territorial waters. Now, the Japanese Defense Ministry had earlier said the missile was ICBM class. It was North Korea's second launch in 2 days, as the isolated state continues a record-breaking blitz that has sent fears of a nuclear test soaring. For more on this, we are joined by Professor James D.J. Brown, International Affairs expert. Welcome to the show, James.
Thanks very much.
James, to begin with, I need to ask you, do you feel North Korea will halt these test fires if the US and South Korea stop their military drills or if US reduces its military presence in the region?
So what North Korea is doing here is it's using its military capabilities as an extension of its diplomacy. What they ultimately would like is for the United States and South Korea to stop their large-scale drills and, as you suggest, to have a reduction of the US presence within the region. However, over the course of previous decades, it's been shown that whenever concessions have been made to North Korea, whether in terms of providing economic cooperation or freezing military drills, North Korea doesn't really respond. It just pockets those advantages and then continues with its aggressive behavior. And so I think for countries like Japan and the United States, they feel they've played this game before and that they're not going to go along with what North Korea wants, and so therefore they're not going to give North Korea what they want, nor to stop the military drills.
James, as far as playing the game is concerned, I understand the US is used to it. But do you feel South Korea and Japan are sort of getting sandwiched between North Korea and the US?
That's not really the sense at the moment. In the past, there have been very significant difficulties between Japan and South Korea, especially under the previous administration in Seoul. Just at the moment, relations are a bit better, which means that there's really quite a strong sense of commonality between the administrations in Japan, South Korea, and the United States. And they've been increasing trilateral dialogue, trilateral cooperation, and so they're really standing quite firm together in order to oppose this North Korean threat.
Thank you so much for joining in, and I'm sure there will be more to keep up with. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you.